Hello, beautiful souls. Today's Pick a Card reading uses the Tarot, Oracle, and Crop Circle cards to bring in galactic messages for Starseeds Lightworkers and Empaths. This Pick a Card reading is timeless, so whenever you see it is when you are meant to see it. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. These images here are taken from actual corn circles, and the cards were done by Freddie Silva. There is a link in my description if you're interested in them or if you want to learn more about them. I don't get anything for recommending them, I just love them and their energy. All the decks that I'm using in the video are also listed in the description, and timestamps for each pile are listed below. Always go with your first instinct when choosing a pile and try not to overthink it. Whatever you end up doing will be right for you. Trust that message. I will start with pile number 1, and if you need more time, please pause the video until you're ready. Here we go. Okay, my pile number 1. This is your galactic messages for Starseeds, Lightworkers, and Empaths who chose and resonated with this corn circle here. Bring this up so you can see it a little bit better. It's kind of a fractal image. It's very cool, and we'll put that up there. All right, let's see what we've got. These are your galactic messages of what's going on right now. You've got the love, Hadarian energy, codependency, boundaries, breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe, and Starkeeper, cosmic ancestor, see the light by staying grounded. So you've got the love. This card is about, you see all this potential in everyone. You tend to lose yourself in relationships. So you really need to love yourself first and have really healthy boundaries so that you don't lose yourself in your relationship. If you can see that, they're kind of blended all together. And you don't want to do that. You want to come together as two whole individuals in a relationship. You don't want to become so codependent and so much so that you lose yourself. You lose who you are. You have to love yourself first. You tend to dive so quickly into relationships, and because you see so much potential and you have such an endless supply of love, you tend to not see the warning signs that people give off in the beginning. Those little flags that tell you this could become a toxic relationship. You kind of miss them because you're only seeing the good and the idealized, beautiful soul that that person is. So it's very hard to, especially for empaths, to not get stuck into that. You know, the key is to find your own strength and your own happiness first. Become a strong individual, raise your own vibrations, and then come together in a relationship with another strong individual. And that's what will really help you to grow. You know, just don't let your relationships define you. The breath of the cosmos is that you're kind of forcing things. You're not going with the flow. You're trying to say, okay, I want this, this, and this by this time, that time, you know, and you're micromanaging the universe. You know, you're being asked to trust and surrender, to stop relying so much on your ego. It's your ego self and your fears that make you want to micromanage and figure everything out. And it's a human nature, but you got to just trust and surrender to the universe and follow your intuition and your higher self. That's what's going to help you more than anything. I mean, you can't just try to force things. You really got to trust that everything's going to turn out for your highest good or better. And just leave it at that. And don't worry about the hows and whys and what's going to happen. Just know that it's going to be okay. The Star Keeper says cosmic ancestors seed the light by staying grounded. And that's, your really old soul. Look at this download coming in. You've been here so many times. You've been in so many incarnations and so many lifetimes. You've learned so much. And this is why you can see so much potential in everyone and everything. And you're here for this double mission of raising the frequency on the earth, but also raising your own frequencies and remembering your divine, your sovereignty. If that sovereignty? Yes. It's, you have all these issues, and that might be why you're trying to micromanage everything, because you're not used to, everything being a little bit slower here on Earth. So you're trying to manifest and bring things out like instantaneously, and that's not what happens. It takes more time here on Earth. The more grounded you are, the more helpful you'll be. Black tourmaline, let me see. Do I have them? I do. Black tourmaline is a great grounding stone. There's also stones like obsidian. Just getting out into the earth, going barefoot outside if it's warm where you are, or, even if it's not, I guess, if you can handle the cold. I can't, but more power to you. So it's all about, you've been here so many times. You've got this double mission to go through. And we learn our greatest lessons through relationships. And through your relationships is how you're going to bring about this greater frequency. You're going to be able to remember who you are. Remember who you are. And just take a breath. Make sure that you are strong and you are a powerful individual on your own before you get into that relationship. And come together. You can't really complete each other in a relationship if you're not whole to begin with. You have yourself, the other, and the relationship. The relationship is almost like a separate entity. It shouldn't become you. You aren't defined by that relationship. It's all about having these boundaries. We got sanctuary, and we've got humor. Okay, and we got cycles. That one's flying away. All right. So sanctuary is under you got the love, okay? And it says embrace the need for solitude. Your inner sanctuary calls to you. Renew yourself and thrive. So it's about taking that time on your own to just go within, to do the things that bring you joy and happiness and kind of revive yourself. It's taking that me time out of the relationship, taking time for just you, doing the things that you enjoy. And sometimes you just need that solitude. And it's okay to tell the other person, hey, I just need to have, a day home alone or whatever you're going to do. I just need to have 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is. Take at least a few minutes every day for yourself, and that'll help you. Humor is under Breath of the Cosmos. And Breath of the Cosmos is such a, almost forceful, you're just trying to force everything. It's just a forceful kind of thing when it's telling you to just stop, take a breath, relax, everything's going to work out. And the way that you can do that and relax is by humor. Laugh at yourself, lighten your heart, let nothing steal your happiness. And again, it's that not losing yourself. It's going out and having fun, doing something that lights you up and makes you feel good. That's what's going to help you in your relationships, raise your vibrations, and just taking that break, that childlike wonder, and just that curiosity about the world. Go back to your childhood. What did you enjoy doing? Go back and do that. Enjoy your time here. Take a breath, take a break. Find your sanctuary. Sanctuary. Boy, I can't talk today. And then under Starkeeper, we've got cycles. We are all becoming. Surrender to your changes. Release your fear. Trust this powerful process. So again, it's that whole going through this process of focusing on your inner self, focusing on your love and your things you enjoy doing, your humor, your laughter, your just relax. Everything is going to work out. And using all of that is going to raise your vibrations up. It's going to help you in your relationship and help you become a stronger individual because you have that double mission. You're such an old soul that you have to take that time to kind of ground and center yourself. And then with the cycles, everything's always a cycle. And it says release your fears. And the ego self that gets caught up in that kind of energy with the codependency and not having the healthy boundaries and stuff, it's because of fear. You don't have the healthy boundaries sometimes. You have a hard time saying no. And having healthy boundaries means that it's okay to say no. It's okay to say, no, this is not okay. This is what I want to do. This is what I like. This is me. That's having healthy boundaries. And the other person would respect that. And you also have to respect the other's boundaries as well. Don't get so caught up in their life and their things that you lose sight of your own. Don't let your fear of them not liking you, fear of, whatever, fear, insecurity, all those kinds of energies are kind of wrapped up in this card. And it's telling you to just take that breath and find the humor, to go within on your own. And then, with the Starkeeper, it's just you've got so much energy. You've already came in here so many times. You're such an old soul. You help raise the whole frequency of the whole earth just by being you. And this is asking you to release your fears, to trust, again, like the breath of the cosmos. It's all about trust and going with that flow and just relaxing and taking a breath and let the universe do its job. They're telling you to back off, let me handle it. Don't get so caught up in that day-to-day stress. You don't have to be stressed. You can find the humor and stuff. Learn to laugh at yourself. Let's see here. We've got some celestial tarot cards here. We're going to see what else we get. All right. And again, we've got the Two of Cups. I think I had this card before, and it literally had the Two of Cups below it. I don't remember what the empowerment card was. And then we've got Strength. Yes. And we've got the Ace of Swords. Okay. Beautiful. All right. So the Two of Cups is kind of what I'm trying to tell you with this whole not blending into a relationship so deeply that you lose yourself. It's about coming together as two strong individuals, and having that equal partnership, equal respect, equal love, and bringing that together so that the relationship forms a third entity, and it's really about doing that to balance out this card. And humor and strength is what you need to just trust. It takes strength to trust and to have faith and to not try to push everything and worry so much. And that strength is such a beautiful, it doesn't have to be a forceful strength like I think that you've been kind of doing. You can have a gentle strength. In the original tarot cards where she's holding the lion's mouth, she's being very gentle. She's not forcing it. But the lion is allowing her to do that as well. Whereas he could just chop her hand off and, whatever. He could, but he doesn't because there's love and respect. They're kind of, she's earned his respect and his love, and that's why the lion allows her to do that. And so the strength, though, can be more like the bamboo. It can be more, you got to bend and go with the flow and not break. You can either be a dry, hard twig that will just break if you bend it, or you can be like the bamboo and just kind of bend, and it can be shaped. And therefore, the cosmos, the universe, the galaxy can help you out when you're more flexible and you don't have a set way it has to be. It doesn't have to look a certain way in order for it to be in your highest good. It can come in a different form. And having the humor to kind of laugh at the universe and laugh at yourself and just, you got to enjoy life. That's what we're here for. Enjoy life. Don't be so stuffy sometimes, take a breath. Don't worry so much, and there's where we're at with the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords are always about your thoughts and your thinking patterns and things like that. And it's telling you to release your fear, and you're going to come out of this and have a whole new way of thinking. You're going to be able to cut to the heart of the matter. You're going to be able to cut through the lies or deceit, whatever, and you're going to be able to see it all, with this download and with this energy that you have. You're going to be able to see the truth of the whole situation. You're going to be able to laugh at it, and it's going to make you a stronger person. And you're going to be stronger in your relationships. It doesn't have to be a love relationship. All relationships involve two people or entities. And, you still got to bring something to the table yourself. So by taking that time to go within and releasing your fears, it's going to allow you to have that strength to stand on your own. And therefore, then you can have a healthy relationship. It'll give you the healthy boundaries that you need. So it's really just a beautiful reading. I mean, you're coming into a whole new way of thinking, and it's going to help you so much. Recognizing some of these patterns that have been going on too, remembering where you came from, remembering your mission, and raising your frequencies is just going to help everyone. It's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reading. I'd love to hear if this resonated with you. Leave a comment below. If you liked it, hit the like button. And if you want to know when I'm going to put out new videos, you can hit subscribe and hit the little bell. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, hugs and blessings to you. Okay, my Starseeds Lightworkers and Empaths who chose pile number 2, you chose this corn circle, that symbol. Beautiful. We're going to put that up there. Just love those cards. Let's see what we got. We've got Surrender to the Sweetness. We've got Star Bathing. And we've got Baby Steps. Surrender to the Sweetness says Venus energy. Pleasure, joy, make love to life. We've got Star Bathing. Light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. And Baby Steps. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Okay. This is pretty cool. The surrender to sweetness is that kind of energy where you've been kind of all work and no play. You're very serious at times, but now it's time to live in the moment. It's time to take that time to just play, to just enjoy life and have fun, just take time to enjoy the journey that life is. Take time to smell the roses. Reconnect with your higher self, your inner child with the wonder and curiosity and seeing the world in that way, seeing all the beauty around you. You know, there is beauty everywhere. And you just sometimes you have to look, but you can still find it. I mean, a weed growing up through a sidewalk can be beautiful just because it's nature still. It's a beautiful energy. So it's that you've been taking things a little too seriously lately. It's just that kind of energy. And we've also got Venus energy here, and that's telling you, you know, to embrace your divine feminine, embrace that side of yourself and bring it out a little more. Be more nurturing to yourself mostly, and enjoy the sweetness. Enjoy that. Take the time to enjoy it and see all the beauty in a sunset, the beauty around you. Just looking at your child's eyes can be beautiful. Anything, you know? And then you have star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, and activation. This one's all about opening yourself up to the messages and downloads that you're receiving. You know, it's possibly in dreams or when you're just relaxed and you're just, I don't know, daydreaming or taking a shower or whatever, when you're just not really actively with your brain going a million miles an hour and thinking. It's when you just take that time and you're just relaxed and you're getting all this stuff coming in. You might be drawn to travel to a particular place. And if so, it's about following your intuition. And this one literally says follow your intuition. You know, if you've been receiving downloads and messages, be a little extra gentle with yourself with this activation. Sometimes it can be a little heavy, that heaviness. That's why it's telling you to kind of relax and enjoy things and take a little time. Find that humor, laughter, that kind of thing. Because this activation energy can be kind of heavy. And while it's a beautiful thing and getting these messages and these downloads that are all coming in, you know, it can also take a little while to get them all integrated into you, to even process them. So be gentle with yourself, be extra gentle with yourself, and take the time that you need to integrate and process all this new information that's coming in. And then you've got the baby steps, which says action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. And again, it's saying to follow your intuition. Even if you don't know where it's taking you, you know, you don't always see the whole journey. Sometimes you just see one step at a time. And that's okay. Just follow that and take that one step. You know, the stairway here, who is it? I think it's Archangel Uriel that has the lantern that lights up like just one little step here. And as you take that step, then the next one lights up. And eventually, you know, you make the journey. But it all starts with one small step, that baby step. And you're being called to take that action. You know, start small, one little baby step at a time. Starseeds kind of get frustrated because the manifestation here happens so much slower on Earth than everywhere else. So just start with a single step. You know, take and divide what you need to get done into small, actionable steps. Just small steps. Break it up into little, tiny, manageable sections and do each one of those one at a time, while at the same time enjoying everything. And just don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so serious about your activation and your, you know, enjoy it. Take a break, you know, just take it easy on yourself. Don't expect so much of yourself. I think you tend to expect more from yourself than anyone else would ever expect from you. And you expect more from yourself than you do other people as well. Let's see what we got. dance. That's beautiful. Dance and surrender to the sweetness are very similar. Then you've got journey. And integrity. Okay. So let's see. Dance says, find your heart's rhythm. Step lightly and swing with the melody. Close your eyes and let joy lead the way. Again, it's surrendering to the sweetness. Pleasure, joy. Joy is repeated here. You know, it's just going with the flow of what makes you happy. It's just taking that time to just close your eyes and just follow your joy. You know, surrender to that sweetness, that beautiful energy. And then you've got, with the star bathing, with this crystal grid, the crystal grid can be, that's why I said sometimes it can be that you're called to be in a certain place. It's kind of, the crystal grid is the Earth's grid, I guess. I don't know. And it's holding the energy here on Earth. And there's kind of like the ley lines and the intersections, and it's those power points on Earth. And it's taking the Earth's messages and sending it out, but it's also bringing the messages down and sending it into the Earth. So it kind of works both ways. And so Journey says, focus on how far you've come, not how far you have to go. You will find help in unexpected places. So you have allies here. You've got this activation going on. And, you know, you just need to see how far you've come. I think that after this is all done, you're not going to recognize yourself. And you're going to learn to enjoy life more. And you're going to become happier and more relaxed. And yet you're going to be more efficient. Even though you're not, because you're not pushing it and you're just taking it kind of easy, sometimes everything just falls into place and you become more efficient because you're happier and more relaxed. I mean, what was it I heard one time, that naps at work are a good thing. You know, a 20-minute nap can totally reset everything and bring in more creativity and more time, you know, and you can be more productive through taking that time. And that's kind of what the baby steps in the journey are telling you, is that you're going to become more productive and more efficient and everything else, but you're just going to be taking these small steps. Even though they don't seem like big steps, they're going to be a huge difference. And integrity says, drop the things that offend your soul. Embrace your truth. It's your life. Let no one live it for you. So again, it's that embracing your truth, you know, integrating what's coming in and processing that so that you can bring it out in a way that will help everyone else. It'll raise all the vibrations. It'll raise the frequencies. There's a lot of light energy in this. You know, a lot of light coming in and a lot of light coming down. But you got to be extra gentle with yourself with that. But always stay true to yourself and live with your integrity and your discernment, I guess. Don't, you know, again, it's kind of that, I keep getting efficiency. You know, it's kind of that efficient energy of dropping the things that offend your soul. It's changing the habits that are slowing you down, that are hindering your progress, I guess, is what I'm getting with that. But by doing that, it's going to make you even more efficient, even more productive, allowing you to enjoy things more and taking the time to dance and surrender to the sweetness and bring these activations down. You know, it's a beautiful energy. It's a lot of it saying to just relax a little bit and follow your intuition. I mean, if it tells you to turn left when you normally would turn right, turn left, because there's a reason for it. You know, whatever your intuition is guiding you to is what you need to do. And we've got the Three of Swords, okay. Oh. We've got the Six of Wands. And we've got the Page of Wands. Okay. And wands are all about the creativity too. And the Three of Swords is kind of the, luckily this one isn't as graphic as some of the decks I've seen with tarot. But it's heartache. It's literally being stabbed in the back. It's that pain of, I think that you've just been so heartbroken that you've kind of lost that joy, that you've forgotten to see the beauty. You've become kind of jaded, kind of stuck in that with your walls up and kind of blocking everything out, trying to protect yourself from being heartbroken again. But the thing is you got to open your eyes and let love in. I mean, it's that kind of energy. So just know that you will get through this heartache. You will be stronger and you will get through it. Sometimes that dark night of the soul is what can lead to this activation. It can be a really hard time. And that's why, in order to process it and in order to bring all of this out, it's taking time to really integrate all of that and to heal, basically to heal yourself. These light transmissions are also very healing, and I think that's what you're going through, is healing. And you're also going to learn to enjoy the sweetness a little more and dance, and it's beautiful. I mean, not the Three of Swords, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that what's going to come out of this heartache and your healing is going to be really beautiful. And then with the Six of Wands, with the journey, I mean, again, they're riding a horse, they're journeying, and it kind of goes more with the baby steps, I think, with the journey. But I think that the transmissions, the activations, the downloads, the messages that you've been getting are what are setting all of this journey in motion. And this is definitely, that journey card. You are going. And then with integrity, you've got the Page of Wands, which is kind of an innocence, but it's also a creative, wands are so creative, and also action, movement. And with the Page of Wands, it's that kind of innocent, quick, inexperienced energy, I guess I want to say. It's trusting that you just need to take those little baby steps. Little, not, it's not about, life's journey isn't about the great, big, huge things. It's about these little tiny things that add up. And that's what you're being asked to focus on and to concentrate on. That's what's coming in, is just taking that first little step. You don't just, what is that saying? A journey of 1,000 steps begins with one, something like that. You just put one foot in front of the other. You just do one little thing. Even though you've been so hurt, it's about coming past that hurt and being healed and healing that hurt and getting to this place of integration and integrity and joy and happiness. And it's all about following your intuition. All of it is following these messages that you're getting. Even if they don't really make sense to you at that moment, then they will eventually make sense. You'll be able to look back and be, to the point of where it's like, oh, now I can see why this, and this happened the way it did, because now I'm set up for this. And that's kind of the way that it's going to go for you. It's going to be this whole beautiful journey that is just going to change you so down to your very soul. It's going to be bringing that out. And it's just such beautiful energy. And I wish you all the best with your healing. And I would love to hear if this resonated with you. If you want to be notified if I make when I make another video, you can hit the bell icon and subscribe. Um, Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, hugs and blessings to you. Okay, my star seeds and light workers and empaths that chose pile number 3. Here's your crop circle, which I don't know if you can, it's very much kind of fractalized. It's very cool. Of course, I think a lot of them are fractals. Let's see what we have for your reading today. We have wait, we have I'm sorry, and we have Earth School. All right, wait says it's not time yet. Things are being woven. So wait is about, not expecting instant gratification, practicing a little delayed gratification. It's having faith that things are happening below the surface. Just because you can't see it yet doesn't mean that it's not there. Things are being woven. You're being called to slow down and take a minute, to have patience and trust, and everything will turn out better than you could even imagine. Just have a little patience. It's not yet time. Divine timing is, we all get impatient and want it now, but sometimes the best things really are worth waiting for. Then we have I'm sorry, defenselessness, righting past wrongs, and uprooting. I'm sorry is about you're seeing everything in kind of a black and white polarity, good and bad, but you need to see your part in all of it. The full spectrum of color. It's about seeing what you've done to contribute to the situation. It's having compassion for everybody involved, including yourself. It can be difficult, but having that compassion, seeing the unity and love in the other side, that understanding, then that can really help you come to a mutual agreement. And it can really help you make amends by seeing the other side, by seeing your side, by seeing all the different pieces and how they've happened to fit together. It's whatever you want to come in, it's not time yet. First, you have to deal with this. This is about, you might have to make an apology. Saying you're sorry isn't a weakness, it's a strength. Seeing your part in things and how everything has played out, even if it's just forgiving yourself, that's important. Having compassion and understanding for yourself and for the other. It's not all your fault either. It's not ever one person. There's 3 sides to every situation? Their side and their side, and then the truth. That's kind of, you can't get caught up in the blame game either. You're here to learn and to grow, but you have to see all the different sides of it. Don't get stuck in guilt, but use this to shine your light and be the better person, even if that means apologizing. Sometimes people find it very difficult to apologize, but apologizing and making amends is going to go so far, and it's going to help you to learn through all of this. And then you've got Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Earth School is about, we're here to grow and learn, and relationships can be our greatest teachers. They can teach us the greatest lessons. There's no right or wrong. It's all growth. and opportunities to learn by seeing the innocence in everyone. That's innocence. That way you don't blame them. We often blame somebody else for our problems without seeing our part in it. This is asking you to see your part in it and to learn from that and to grow from that and to then work on how you can fix the situation. You may not be able to, but by offering forgiveness, that's not for the other person, that's for you. Don't hold on to the anger. Don't hold on to the justifications that you come up with in your mind. Move past that and see the higher lessons. Don't blame somebody. Be the solution, not the problem. It can be sometimes kind of jealousy and insecurity can be leading to all of this, because when you're in that state of fear from the jealousy and insecurity all stems from fear, and when you're in that fear state and you're hurt, then you lash out and you hurt others. Hurt people. I mean, that's kind of how it goes, unfortunately. So to break that cycle of the hurt, then it takes love and compassion. It takes saying that you're sorry. It takes being the better person and breaking that cycle and realizing that there's something to learn from all of this. We often come from pain, and that leads us to just a never-ending spiral. We need to get out of that and learn your lesson and integrate it to become a better person. So it's kind of heavy energy, but it's also saying that good things are coming. You just have to have patience. And I think that you need to work through this in order to really fly and to really, come full circle. Let's see what we get for this. Okay, well, we're taking that, which is power. That really wanted to come out. Quest. And humor. We've gotten humor a couple times today. All right. So, power is call upon the elements, focus your intentions. The greatest dragon is within you. I think that you do have a lot of power, but I think that you've been feeling powerless, and because of that, you're latching on to what power you do have and not in a bad way, I guess. You're trying to have power over the other person instead of just, this is about the power within you. This is about your intentions. What are your intentions? Are you going to learn and grow from this? Or are you going to stay stuck and rooted into this problem? You want to move past it, I think. And it's also saying to wait, but definitely you have this power within you. So you are coming into your power as well. And quest, be bold and mighty forces will aid you. Take action. Good luck favors the brave. So again, it's taking that action of apologizing, of seeing your part in all of it, and taking that high road. And if it's something where you can't, if someone passed away and you can't directly communicate with them, you can still see the whole situation. You can still have that love and compassion and recognizing that we're all innocent beings. We're all here to learn and grow together. And seeing that. That's going to help you. And humor. Laugh at yourself. Lighten your heart. Let nothing steal your happiness. So it's kind of like once you can get past this, you're going to really see the fun in life, the funny side of life. You're going to have this higher learning, I think, is what's coming through, and you're still processing all of this. That's why it says to wait. Just wait. Take a few minutes. Don't expect instant stuff. Have faith that things are happening below the surface. You know, everything's going as it's supposed to. Everything's flowing. I'm going to do some tarot cards. We've got the Eight of Cups. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, yes. Let's take that one. Got the Four of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So the Eight of Cups, again, it's about power. Eight, to me, the number 8 looks like an infinity sign turned sideways. It's about that infinite power that you have within you. Your emotions have power, but don't let your emotions kind of overpower somebody else. Use them to help you to have that compassion, but have compassion for yourself as well. Don't give your power away to someone else. Don't let them, when you give your power away to somebody else, it's because you're still angry. You're still stuck in that moment. You're still replaying what had happened. And you need to release that and let that go and take your power back. Don't give someone else the power over you. You have the power of your thoughts and your emotions. You do have a lot of emotions, but take that back into yourself and take the high road and apologize and just be done with it. Whatever it is, the utmost thing is to have compassion for yourself and have compassion for the other person. However, don't allow them to keep hurting you. And with Quest and this Wheel of Fortune, that's just beautiful because the Wheel of Fortune is smiling on you. You've got this wonderful luck coming in, but it's taking time. It's not yet. The time isn't yet, but it's coming. Things are being woven behind the scenes. Things are going on that you can't necessarily see yet, but it's coming in. It's working on it. And with the Four of Pentacles, that's kind of more material things. And again, it could be the material things coming in, but it's also that humor and the lessons that you're learning. It's about, I keep thinking the Four of Pentacles is like the miser. I'm not really sure if it is, but either way, it's about not holding on so tight and realizing that everything is spiraling. There's all these fractals in this. And, don't hold on so tight. Have a little humor and learn your lessons. It's really a beautiful energy, but you do have so much coming in. And I think it's all this happiness and this joy and just getting through that and just seeing all these lessons that you've learned. And no, it's not yet, but it's going to happen. It's already playing out. It's already out there in the field, and it's in progress. Just because you can't see it yet, it's there. And that's what the Wheel of Fortune is telling you strongly, that everything is working out. Everything is coming around. It can be kind of a fate or destiny kind of thing. It's learning from those lessons and that soul growth and having a stronger relationship and being a stronger person. I mean, this person is definitely standing on their own. They're almost in like a power pose, and you have this power. You're not powerless, but don't abuse your power either. See the humor in everything and laugh and enjoy it. Enjoy life's journey. That's most important. But know that all this good stuff is coming in, that it's going to come full circle and it's coming back around to you. So that's the important thing to really remember, is to focus on the lessons we're learning and to know that everything is coming in and things are being reworked under the surface that you can't see. And it's going to be really beautiful, and it's really going to really take off. You've got pentacles, you've got cups, you're going to be happy, you're going to be powerful, you're going to be all of this good stuff coming in. It's just going to change your life. And I think that's it. I would love to hear if this resonated with you. If you have any specific ideas that you want, leave a comment below. And if you want to be notified when a new video comes out, you can subscribe and hit the little bell icon. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, hugs and blessings to you. Okay, my light workers and starseeds and empaths who chose pile number 4. You chose this symbol here. Very cool. Let's see what we have. We have called, blue flame, and portal. Oh, that's, wow. Wow. We have called, soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Then you have the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. And then you have portal, doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. I mean, that's just amazing. And all 3 of these basically have the doors and the portals, however you want to see it. All 3 have the same kind of symbology, which is crazy. And even that, if you look at that, it almost looks like it all comes to a center, depending on your perspective. It definitely looks like it's all coming into the center. So that's just beautiful, beautiful, and amazing. With the soul, or with the called card, wow, I can't talk. Soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. It's that you have so many unique gifts and qualities. Some you might know of, some you might not, some you might have forgotten about. But you're being called to remember all your gifts. Follow your intuition wherever it leads, because it won't steer you wrong. You are here for a great purpose, and it's time to fulfill your destiny. You are being called to fulfill your destiny. It's time to wake up. You've been kind of asleep for a while, and now it's time to wake up. And then you have the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. It's time for a full awakening and activation. And, this can be a little hard. These blue beings, the blue flame, they come in and they send that healing and they activate, and it can be difficult, and because it causes you, this activation is such a powerful energy that it's going to just change all of your beliefs. It's just going to make you question everything. It'll make you question even your reality at this point. It's so, I don't know, just strong. But the blue flame always comes in with that healing energy as well. So while you're being called, I don't know if you're getting direct downloads, direct messages that's calling you and telling you about your gifts and what you need to do, but you've got this blue flame awakening as well, which is kind of like the Kundalini, but the blue flame beings are just very, very healing as well. It can be an extreme change, so it can be a little scary, but staying grounded and taking your time to integrate all of this new information and being really gentle with yourself. It's a beautiful transformation that you're going through. Kind of like the butterfly in the cocoon. It takes a little time. You have to still integrate everything that you're being called to do and bring it all into yourself. But you're definitely going to be, maybe it's even astral travel with all this different symbology being the same. It could just be that your soul is journeying even, but whatever this activation is, it's a very powerful time. And being called to do this, it's going to make such a difference. You have to step up and do your calling, bring your calling down to earth. And then we've got the portal, and it says doors are opening. You decide rewards and wild card. Rewards are coming to you. The universe is saying, yes, you have this Midas touch. What you want to bring in and what you want to remember and bring about of your gifts, this is your time. This is, you have that Midas touch where you're just going to turn everything you touch to gold. And it's that kind of energy, though, of choose wisely. Where are you going to focus your intentions? What do you want to create and bring into your life? What are you being called to do? Because right now you have so much support around you that anything is possible. You should expect miracles because you're extra powerful right now. Focus and be really clear with your intentions, because whatever you send out is going to come back to you, but it's just like really strong, like basically 4 different things there all saying the same thing. So this is just amazing, powerful. You've got journey. We had that before today. Let's see. Destiny. Yes. And energy. Okay. So we've got journey. Focus on how far you've come, not how far you have to go. You will find help in unexpected places. Yes, again, you have all of the support, all of this help around you that's right there, and it's all supporting you. And this journey that you're coming through, look at how far you've come. Look at how you've gotten to this point, because this hasn't just been from nothing. You've gotten to this point, and you need to give yourself credit for that. And you also have destiny. Acknowledge your mission, align with your purpose. You have gifts to share with the world. Exactly. Your soul gifts. It's time to remember them. It's time to wake up. It's time to fulfill that destiny. And then energy. Life force is flowing. Open yourself to receive the power from within. Again, it's that flow, going with the flow, and these portal energies and all this stuff coming down through, and opening yourself up to this calling, to this destiny, to all of this, and setting your intentions. That's, you have all this powerful support and help around you right now, and all this, whatever you set your mind to, you're going to do. And it's just this beautiful, amazing, strong energy. Let's see what we get for tarot. I mean, other than following your intuition and following your destiny, I don't even know. You've got the Hangman. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, we got like half a deck. We're not going to take all that. We got the Page of Wands. And the Queen of Cups. Beautiful. Okay, so again, you've got, with the journey, you've got the Hangman, this being called, look at how far you've come. The hangman can be about sacrifice, but I think in this instance, it's looking at all the sacrifices that you've made along the way, things that you thought were um, sacrifices, but now you find out they're not so much sacrifices. They were things that you needed to have out of your life in order to bring in this, and in order to remind you of your gifts, to wake up and remember that, and with the journey, it's also about going within. The hangman is going within. I mean, he's there meditating basically, and it's taking that time to go within, enjoying the journey, and knowing whatever sacrifices that you've had to make, it's all going to be worth it, and it's going to be like 10 times more coming back in. Like it's so powerful energy. And then you have the Page of Wands with Destiny, and the wands are like that action and the creativity and but it's that innocence. It's that new first steps on that journey. You're just now seeing your destiny. I mean, if you look, he's looking up at this blue being. He's seeing it. It's finally seeing and realizing what you're being called to do. And then it's about stepping up and doing it. It's about taking that call and using it. You're being called, and then you get this activation and this healing, and then you then have this power to bring about whatever you want. You set your intentions. And this Queen of Cups and the energy is all about, you've got so much support, and you lead by love and compassion, and it's a very feminine energy with all of this, but it's also like a strong energy, but not masculine strong, if that makes sense. It's just a really beautiful, the Queen of Cups is so compassionate. Cups are always our emotions, and they're so compassionate. And I think it's just my Starseeds, Lightworkers, Empaths, all of you have this beautiful Queen of Cups empathy and compassion and understanding about you. And all of this is just leading you in such a wonderful, beautiful direction. It's just incredible. I want to see. Let's see. Let's do. I don't know. Let's see what else we get with the tarot. I want to do another card or two. See if we can get more definition on this activation. All right. Again, it's the Six of Swords. And it's leaving all of your old life behind. I guess that's what goes with this sacrifice, of the hangman. It's sacrificing all that old, what you thought you were, what you thought were your gifts. You're going to find out you're so much more. So much more. And it's leaving that old thoughts and, that whole way of being like you were has transformed. You're going through this transformation, this you're my butterfly energy. It's just absolutely stunning. So you are going to change so much. You're going to realize how far you've come, because literally you've got this boat and the people traveling and the swords and the thoughts and the getting past that, and now it's focusing on how far you've come, and you've got all this help from all these cards. It's just beautiful, and you've got this destiny to fulfill that you're now starting to see, and you're bringing this down. And then you've got all this energy and the Queen of Cups and all this magic and manifestation that you're bringing in. Whatever you focus on is there. It's yours for the taking. Like, you're becoming so much more powerful than you ever thought possible. But it's also time to kind of go slow and integrate all that and process it a little bit. But as you do, you've got that Midas touch and that just people are going to respect you and love you and really I follow you, I guess. But it's that you're going to be leading by example, though, not just, you do this, you do that. It's not that delegating kind of energy, it's leading by example. And people are going to want to be more like you. Um, so, yes, just beautiful. That beautiful, beautiful Midas touch energy, that activation and that destiny that you're being called to. That's just incredible. I can't wait to hear how you've used this calling and you use your gifts. I would love to hear about that. Um, so just leave me a comment below if you resonate with this and how you plan to use this Midas touch that you have. It's just so it's huge energy, just huge, and I can't wait. I can't wait. Um, But if you want to be notified when I make a new video, then you can subscribe and hit the little bell icon. And thank you so much for watching. I feel really kind of honored. Oops, I should move those. I didn't realize you couldn't see them. Okay. But I feel so honored for this reading, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, hugs and blessings to you.